Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Eden Prairie Community Center Brunch with the Squirts, we called it. We're calling it today. I know we mentioned it last night. 11:45 puck drop here. Rink won again 2 days in a row. Rink won. That's nice. Can come to you from a high angle here. And the Eagles, fresh off a 9-0 win last night against Waconia, faces a different battle today against Chaska Chanhassen. Chaska ranked number 13 right now in the state. Eden Prairie somewhere in the range of about 22 or so, as much as rankings can go for Squirts, but that's how the records fall right now. And so this is going to be a much bigger task here in a district game than was last night. So I know the guys are ready. I know last night they felt like it was kind of a tune-up a little bit for today, and talked to a couple of them this morning, and they are ready to go, fired up, not on their heels but on their toes. And we should be in for an exciting game here for the next hour against what I would say, and many others saying too, two evenly matched teams. Chaska, not the team they were last year. They lost a lot of the players that they had last year up to Pee-wees, and so a little bit of a rebuilding year this year, but they have the benefit of a lot of players in the organization. So we expect them to be strong, a strong component again. A couple Eden Prairie players playing on the Chaska team this year, or former Eden Prairie players, I guess. Cam Sylvia and Sutter Soper, who are playing for Chaska this year. So that's okay. No hard feelings there, right? And we all are ready to start. Leo at center. Kravatsky nearest to us playing left wing. And Rink and Christian back on defense. Berg tries to fire it up the far side, and his progress is delayed by Chaska, by Gianetti. And now Eden Prairie able to keep it alive over in the Chaska zone. Chaska picks it up from behind their net, marches it up ice, brings it out beyond their zone. And they bring it into the Eden Prairie zone over on the far side, hash marks. Strube puts pressure on out at the point. As now Tristan Sarrazin tried to pull it away. There he is. He's got it again. Now Eden Prairie has a couple numbers. Sarrazin fires one off right into the helmet of the Chaska goalie. And pass up ice. Unke there to block it. And he fires it back down into the Chaska zone. And that's going to be an ice on Eden Prairie. Unke off the faceoff, under attack by Chaska. Strube up to Sarrazin. Sarrazin cross ice looking for Heller. Heller fishes one over through the slot. Nobody there to pick it up. Sarrazin now picks it up down low in the Chaska zone. Strube fires one in there from a tough angle just over the top of the net. And Sarrazin now going after it, back to Strube at center ice. Strube pops it back up. Elbing for Chaska, brings it up to the left wing dot, fires one off, and it meanders over onto the near side. Chaska now back down to the near side corner in Eden Prairie zone. Puck back up, Eden Prairie now takes it away. Sarazine looking for Heller again, cross ice, and again just off the mark. Chaska picks it up from behind the net and tries to clear the zone. Crosby Richards off the bench, keeps it alive down deep in the Chaska zone. Now over to the far side. Dahl fresh off the bench, putting pressure on. Chaska now back up to center ice here, enter into the Eden Prairie zone over on the far side. Oh, and we're going to get a penalty on Dillon for a hook. And so Eden Prairie now with 10:09 left in the first is going to go on their first penalty kill of the game. So a lot of familiar faces on the Chaska team. A lot of our guys have played with them over the years in various events and teams. Pass out front, shot. Oh, couldn't get a handle on it. Soper tried to center it out. And EP now pick it up over on the near side. Weston to break. Brings it out. Oh, there it is. Look out, backdoor shot, score. And Soper gets one for Chaska. A couple of the players on the Chaska team going to be suiting up for the Team Minnesota Brick Tournament coming this summer. So they're getting a chance to play with each other throughout the season. I know they don't all live in the Chaska Chan district or association, but do go to breakaway. Puck back to Wenkus. Wenkus over Donkey on the near side. Off the face-off. Now Richards fights for it, as does Stubbs, down hanging out at the blue line. Now puck again back over to the near side. Soper picks it up along the half wall. Fired shot off of Asa's head. Asa going to get a lot more attention today than he did yesterday, as he had a pretty easy day of it against Waconia. Puck back to the point again. And puck now slings over to the far side, back to the point again. Eden Prairie there, nice aggressive move. Break it away, pass over to Pravatsky. Berg now picks it up. Cam Sylvia from Chaska now intercepts, and he brings it back out to center ice. Dillon under pressure, curls around. Sylvia puts him into the door. Shot on Asa. Look out, stuff. Oh, nice save by Asa. Puck back to the point by Chaska, over to the far side. They dish it into the center, into the slot. Eden Prairie slaps it away. Look out, another shot. And a shot and a score by Chaska, and that's 2-0. Chaska just clogging up the lane there. And the slot, putting three guys in, and they're just going to battle at it and find the net. Strube now along the near side. Puck back out to center. Cross ice pass over to the penalty box by Chaska. They try to fire it in from the top of the circle. Now Eden Prairie dumps it back out to center ice. Heller pursues Elbing from Chaska. Rink now tries to fire it up the boards. He can't. Dillon now, bank shot up along the far side, crosses over the red line. Heller tried to slap it forward more. He can't. Now Chaska tried to center it out. And Eden Prairie is able to intercept just as that. Oh, we're going to get another penalty on Charlie for a hook. And Eden Prairie going to go on their second penalty kill of the game. So we got 7:25 left to go in the first. Eden Prairie finds himself killing another minute 30 penalty. Look out shot. And Asa goes down. And we get a stoppage of play with 7:16 left to go. Eden Prairie finding themselves down 2. Soper at center for Chaska. Pass over to Wenkus. Wenkus fires one up, held by Chaska. And now Unke slaps one up ice. Chaska has to regroup behind their net. Weston to break. Marches up the ice. Pass over to the center. Pass over to Soper. Soper fire from the top, and it's saved by Asa. So 55 seconds left on the Rink penalty. And again, Eden Prairie fires one up ice. And it just makes it icing waved off as Chaska now tries to bring it back up ice again. Leo with the ghost, with the new ghost. Talked about it yesterday. Trying to get it up, and now Weston to break. He's got a lot of speed, and we're going to get offside on Chaska with 28 seconds left on the Rink penalty. Eden Prairie so far doing a good job killing this one. Kozine from Chaska going to play on Team Minnesota this summer. Has it down low in the corner. Puck back out to the point. Wide left. Now Chaska takes it from behind the net. Down low. And Eden Prairie now tries to march it back up ice again. 4 seconds left on the Rink penalty. And Eden Prairie now full strength. They kill the penalty. Look out. Slapped away off the pads of Volk, and Dillon now brings it up ice. He brings it in with speed into the Wildcat, or to the zone. Shot by Berg. He can't connect. Pravatsky now picks it up at the high slot. He dumps it down into the far corner. Berg picks it up from behind the net. He's under pressure, and now puck comes up on the near side. Shot again, high over the top of the net. And now Chaska just try to feather it over into the slot. Nobody there. And Wenkus tries to bring it up along the far side boards. Oh, we're going to get not going to get a penalty there as we had a cross check. So there it is. Oh, and Strube just fires it off target. And now Chaska again brings it up ice. And a it winds up down deep behind the Eden Prairie net as Strube fights for it over on the corner. Back to the point. Good. Tristan slaps the pass down, and now we find it down into the near side corner of the Eagles zone. Centered out in front, tried to one-time it by Weston from Chaska, couldn't connect with it. That would have been an out in baseball. Another firing shot in there. Look out. Oh, a great save. And another shot and a save again. .408 left in the first here. Getting pretty intense, centering out front. There's Dylan there to retrieve it. Oh, Crosby tried to pick it up. Now Rink has it. And he pops it up ice. Rink fires one in there. Wide shot. And a save by Chaska. 3:49 left in the first. Eden Prairie has to find their legs again like they did yesterday. Starting off kind of slow, adjusting to the new pace. That is Chaska. Stubbs from behind the net. He gets pushed off the puck. Soper now down in the far side corner. He's looking up ice. Now Dylan puts a body on him, gets knocked off the puck. Now Stubbs tries to bring it up ice. Sutter Soper picks it up at center. Back over, and Eagles intercept. Soper again comes back with it. He gets pushed over wide by Dylan. And Dylan pulls it away. Dylan now looking for Richards. And Eden Prairie sends it down ice. They get a shift change. Icing waved off. Kravatsky now puts a little pressure on. Puck comes back to center ice again on the near side. They pass it up, enter into the Eden Prairie zone, and Berg picks it up. Kravatsky now. Unke picks it up at the blue line. He's got speed. He's got numbers. Shot fired. And a rebound by Berg still goes wide and blocked by Chaska. Chaska rebound, and Berg now picks it up on the near side. He brings it back out center, and Eden Prairie can't connect on that pass. Gio Giannetti now for Chaska. Picks it up behind the net. He fires it up along the near side boards. Lenkus now picks it up over to Rink. Rink now up to Berg. Back to Berg again. Berg over to center. Back over to Kravatsky. Can't connect on that. Gets pushed off the puck. And we're going to get a penalty. As we've got an injury behind the play. Did not see what happened on that one. We'll have to go to the live barn feed. Looks like Mason down. He's getting up. That's just going to fire him up. So now Eden Prairie will find themselves on their first power play with 1:38 left in the first. So that's going to be the whole time. Pretty much the whole time remaining in the first. Go Eagles! Pass back to the point. Dylan fires one in there, deflected. Rink holds it. Sarazine now flicks it from back behind the net. Heller in pursuit. Deep In the Chaska zone, Dillon there now flings it back down low, chased by Heller. Over to Strube. Strube back to Heller again. Heller lost his stick. He was down there tying his shoe, it looked like. Back to Rink. Rink back down to Sarrazine. Fires one into the middle. And that's rushed back over to the far side. Dillon there able to keep it alive again. 57 seconds left in the first. And Dillon again able to connect. Try to keep it, and now Chaska got 2-on-1. Dillon rushing back. Rink puts a block on by his skates. Now Heller back up ice. Over to Strube. Strube pauses. Pass back to Dillon, finds some open ice. Dillon fires one over the top with 25 seconds left on the power play. Now Rink brings it behind the net. Looking back out to Dillon. Dillon fires one in there. Shot. There it is. Shot, score! And Eden Prairie gets their first on the power play. Good passing by Eden Prairie. And they take advantage of that cross check and the power play the penalty by Chaska. And they close it to 1 with 23 seconds left in the first. Eagles dump it behind the Chaska net. Back out to the point to Wenkus. Wenkus fires one in there. Shot, score! And Eden Prairie finds 2 in a row, and they tie the game with 15 seconds left. And just like that, we've got a game in the waning seconds of the first period. I told you that was going to be a motivator for Wenkus, and it sure was. And now Eden Prairie with a new spring in their step. Bunky takes it down, pushes into the corner, puck down low, 4 seconds left. That's going to do it for the first, where Eden Prairie just tied it up 2-2 as the fans cheering for their home team here at the end of the first. 2-2, tied up, knotted up at 2. That's what we like to see. A never give up attitude by Eden Prairie. All right, well, that was exciting. Eagles got off to a little slow start, found their groove about midway through, and now been pretty competitive. Just got to elevate that speed. All right, so now Eden Prairie moving left to right as we start the second. Fresh 13 minutes on the clock. Berg back out at center. Pass back over to Dillon at D. Now Berg chases it into the Chaska zone. Just a whole lot of back and forth here right down below us. Berg now comes away with it again. Oh, he was looking for Provatsky. He needed to just pull the trigger on that one. He's still got it, sliding on his knee in there, like the commercial or like the soccer goal where the guy just slides down the whole length of the soccer field. Shot by Christian. Stick save by Chaska. Berg now back in front again. Puck is loose. Shot, and again deflected wide. Now Chaska up along the near side, cross ice pass. And deflected shot over off a Rink stick out of play. And we'll reset down in the Eden Prairie zone. Unke now, a little kick of the puck over behind the net. Attacked by two Chaska players. Now Stubbs fights for it down low again. Chaska comes away with it. Back out to the point. Back down a left wing circle. Now low behind the Eden Prairie net. Back across to the far side. Back to the high slot. Dahl puts a stick on it and he deflects it. Dahl comes back up ice looking for Richards. Richards misses the pass. Chases it down deep into the Chaska zone behind their net. Chaska now tries to bring it back up along the far side. And we're going to get a slash on Chaska. And Eden Prairie going to go up on another power play here with 11:28 early in the second. Chaska player still wondering what happened. What'd he do? What did I do? He says. Well, Rink over to Christian. Christian fires one in there. Glove saved by Chaska. Eagles now in their own zone. Christian fires it back low again behind the net. Back up over on the far side. Rink gets tangled up. Christian over there to pick it up. Backhands it out. Bird now in front of the Chaska bench. Now Rink. Rink looking for Pravatsky. Pravatsky now over center ice. Eden Prairie now brings it back into the zone. Down in the corner. Backhand, out, centering pass. Still nobody there to pick it up. 50 seconds left to go on the Eagles power play. Rink over on the far side. Lets a guy go past him. T-break now. We're going to get a penalty again as they slide right into the boards, and we're going to get a penalty on Berg for a trip. With 39 seconds left to go on the Eagles power play. So now that's going to be a 4-on-4 for 39 seconds. Soper at center for Chaska. Bank shot behind the net. Wenkus fires it up ice. West in there from Chaska, able to keep it alive for the Hawks. And now the Eagles force it down ice. To break from Chaska, reverses back up ice, looking for Cam Sylvia. Sylvia can't connect, and it's going to be an icing on Chaska with 14 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. And then Eagles will go on a penalty kill for about 50 seconds or so. Strube at center, puck over to the near side hash marks. On the right wing circle. Tidbreak now looking up ice. Can't find it. Now over to Sylvia. Sylvia now picks it up, brings it into the Eden Prairie zone. And Mason just dumps it down cross ice for an icing. And now Eden Prairie on a 44-second penalty kill here. There we go. Stubbs now brings it up ice. He brings it back, forcing Chaska to reverse and regroup. Chaska re-enters the zone again. Stubbs now bangs it back out to center ice. 12 seconds left to go on the power play. And it looks like Eden Prairie going to kill this one off, and we'll go back to full strength on both teams here in about 3 seconds. As Christian now just fires it up, and it finds its way down into the Chaska zone behind their net. Now they bring it over to the far side, center it out in front, and try to move up the ice. Eden Prairie bangs it back into the Chaska zone. Elbing over to the far side. And now Chaska able to clear it again. Christian there picks it up. He gets ridden into the boards. As Berg now comes away with it, he's got Richards out in the slot. Shot! Oh, deflected shot over the top. As Chaska broke that up, back over to the high slot again. Christian now just sends it down into the corner. As Elbing picks it up. Leo now fires it back. There it is, shot! Everybody's there. And a save by Chaska. Leo sends it out front, slaps his stick. Thought they had that one. Great opportunity by the Eagles. They just couldn't execute and finish. Chaska wins his face-off. Now they try to bring it back up to the center ice. They're able to connect, send it into the Eden Prairie zone. Wenkus now picks it up, curls around. Looking for Berg, goes through Berg's stick, goes through Pravatsky's stick, and it's going to be an ice on the Eagles. Wenkus picks it up from behind his own net. Over to Unke, up along the corner. Pass over to the front. Heller slapping for the stick. Strub all the way. Is he going to go? Nope. Puck is still loose. Still bouncing around. No whistle yet. And Chaska slings it around to the near side hash marks. Heller now gets after it, as does Strub. Creates a turnover. Now back to Wenkus. Wenkus back to Unke. Unke under pressure. Oh, gets it snatched away. Shot, stick save, rebound, score by Chaska as they overpowered our defense. And they get one back. Now Chaska 3, Eden Prairie 2, midway through the second. Giannetti now off the face-off, gets past Rink again. Rink having trouble moving his feet today. As we get a bunch of stick play going on along the near side half wall. In the Eden Prairie zone, Giannetti holds it for Chaska. Chaska now brings it back. Dillon there to pick it up, banks it back over to Dahl. Dahl now tries to hold on. Stubbs now brings it back out to center ice. Dillon back over to Rink again. Rink now looking up for Richards. Rink again fires it, and it's offside. So face-off at center ice, puck over by the penalty box. Into the Eden Prairie zone, Rink turns around, fires it, tried to back up ice, intercepted by a Chaska player. Leo gets tied up over on the half wall. There, now he banks it back up. Over to Weston. Weston slides forward a little bit. Shot. Oh, off the pipe. How did that not go in? I don't know. And now back over to Pravatsky again. Tibrick holds it, slides it back behind the net. As Giannetti now picks it up, centered out in front, look out. Great play by Chaska. They couldn't get a stick on it and connect. Now Leo over on the near side, brings it up to center ice. Leo still bumbling over there, keeps the puck. Now over at the left wing dot, fires one in there. Shot, puck is loose. Shot again, score by Provatsky. And Eagles tie it up with 5:45 left in the second. Just grit and determination by Leo to get that puck into position to score. And Provatsky finishes it off. And the Eagles tie it back up again. We knew this could be a competitive matchup going into this game, and it is living up to that. Puck now back up to center. Heller. We're gonna get a penalty on Strube here. And now Eagles will go on another penalty kill at 5:24 left in the second. All right, so if you remember yesterday, I lost the mic. It fell off my jacket. So now I'm very conscious of that today, and got the belt and suspenders approach going on to make sure that doesn't happen again. Behind the net, Chaska, they try to stuff it in there. Puck is loose. They're coming back the other way again, and for the Eagles, they bring it over to the left wing dot. They try to fire one in there. They get all tied up by Wenkus. Now Soper fires one in there again. Asa with the blocker save. Centered out in front again. Peterson for Chaska, now looking over. 90-degree shot. Soper picks it up from behind the net. Over to the far side. Sarrazin now puts a body into the boards there as they fight for it on the far side corner in the Eden Prairie zone. Puck now back out. As Peterson, we're going to get a penalty on Sarrazin. He just pretty much tipped him over. And now Eden Prairie going to go on a 5-on-3 penalty kill for 41 seconds. Not an ideal situation the Eagles find themselves in here in the closing minutes of the second period. Rink off the face-off. Get it out of the zone there, buddy. Now Soper picks it up, centers it out in front, crash in front of the net. And we get a whistle and a stop. And we're going to get a roughing on Giannetti. So now we'll go on a 4-on-3, and Eagles get one back.
He got pushed.
Chaska fans not excited about that call. And Rink gets beaten over on the side. Shot. Oh, look out. Chaska over on the far side, look out, shot, and centered out in front. Another shot, and a goal by Chaska on the 4-on-3. And now we'll go 4-on-4 here. Rink now stops. Backhands it out. But back to Heller again. Not sure what that was. T-break now got a lot of speed. Look out. Rink again gets beat over on the far side. Centered out in front again. Look out. Shot. Score. And just like that, Eagles go back down by 2 late in the second period. Wenkus now in for the Eagles, banks it over on the far side. Unke picks it up, drops it back down behind the Chaska net. Chaska now brings it back out. Wenkus there to pick it up, hold it. Dahl there, put some pressure on. And now pass over to Soper. Soper now brings it in. He gets ridden off the puck by Unke. And Strube picks it up, tries to kick it up ice. Now Strube goes to the center. And we're going to get an offside on Eden Prairie with 2:51 left. Unke dumps it in off the draw down behind Chaska net. Chaska gets it poked away. Eden Prairie aborts the mission of actually going after the puck. And now Elbing brings it up back into the Eden Prairie zone. Chaska player blows a tire over in the corner. Now Eden Prairie chases it over into the near side corner. Berg able to just pop it in there, and now you got Berg, Kravatsky. They're a duo for sure. Berg just big, strong. He can't get. Oh, look out. And now Chaska now brings it back up ice as they break away. Soper fires one in there. Look out, backhand. Oh, they can't connect on the backhand. Peterson from Chaska. And now Richards over on the near side. Stubbs picks it up, tries to bank it up ice a little bit further. Gets pinned up against the board. Kravatsky comes in to help out. Gets scrappy over on the far side. They're waiting for it. $1:35 left as they're working on it. Stubbs now goes down. They're still working on it. Looks like a rugby scrum over on the far side. Puck finally is able to break free, and now we're going to get an ice on Eden Prairie. No, it stops right before the goal line. Now they battle for it over on the far side. Corner. Stubbs again. Here we go again. Just a different spot. Same situation. Stubbs now back out again. Centered out front looking for Heller. Christian fires one in there off the pads with 55 seconds left to go in the second. And now Eden Prairie again. Nice save, nice play by Sarazine. 40 seconds left. Chaska back to the point. Look out, blocked and intercepted by Rink in front of the net. We're going to get a penalty on Chaska now. And that's going to be on Sutter Soper for Chaska for a hold. So now 25 seconds left. Eden Prairie back on a power play again. These are the opportunities, the advantages to get one back here and close it in the waning minute or of the second period. Sarrazin slaps it over to the near side. Wenkus back out to center, or back out to the point. Wenkus now fires one in there, shot, and just wide left. 3 seconds left in the second, back to the point. Rink able to try to hold it, and that's going to do it for the end of 2. Eagles find themselves down by 2 going into the third. So they'll start the third with a 1:05 power play. All right, so closing down second intermission here. Going to get a fresh 13 on the clock. I don't think we're going to make it to the end. We don't have an actual hour game clock set up, but I just have this feeling that we will not make it. Come on, let's go. So these guys need to attack now here with 1:10 left on the power play. Chaska wins the draw. T-break goes down on the near side. Rink now fires it over to Wenkus. Oh, Wenkus gets it caught in the skate of Peterson from Chaska. And now cross-ice pass to Kozine. Rink now brings him down into the corner, fires it off, creates that turnover. Now Rink again gets up. He gets finding pressure again. And Berg now over to Sarrazin. Sarrazin back up to Wenkus. Wenkus broke one loose here. Wenkus on his own. Shot, score! And Eden Prairie closes it as they take advantage of the power play again. And Eagles find another goal on the power play. That's number 2 for Mason Wenkus today. And Eagles now close it to 1. Rink over to Heller. Heller up to Strube. Strube can't connect with it. And Chaska now brings it back into the Eagles zone. They get it pulled away again. Now Strube again. Boy, he's being attacked by 4 guys. Look, he's still got it. Shot. Oh, and it couldn't connect as it was just meandering its way by the net. Now Rink again over on the center. Bounces it back up to Strube. Back over to Richard. Strube fires it in there wide left. Heller now over into the boards on the near far side. Chaska picks it back up. Gets it popped away by Strube again. Strube against 3 Chaska guys. Now Unke. Strong defense by Dean. Over to Cam Sylvia. Sylvia centers it out. Oh, Gianetti tried to get it. He couldn't. Now Unke back again. Stubbs over and behind the Eden Prairie net. Sylvia now battles for it over on the far side. Stubbs now again up ice. Heller still trying to shovel it up ice. Cross ice pass over to Kozine again. Pass over to Sylvia from Chaska. Puck goes down into the Eden Prairie near side corner. Sylvia takes it away from Christian. Over now on the far side half wall. Christian Sylvia getting into it. Sylvia fires it back over to the near side circle. Stubbs now backhands it up ice. Weston Tibrick now just goes by everybody. He's strong. He's one of the older veterans on this team. Now Eden Prairie try to clear it back out again. Weston fires it off the stick of Unke, wide left. Now Dahl fires it back up ice. And we're gonna get a penalty here? We are not. We're gonna get an offside. Didn't know if there was that elbow there that may have caused the penalty. I didn't see it. Puck back to Rink. Rink fires it down to the near side corner behind the Chaska net. Berg goes down deep in the zone behind the goal line. Now Heller fights for it behind the net. Now over onto the near side. Rink there holds it. Back to Berg. Berg battles for it down the near side. Centered out in front. They had Heller there. He couldn't quite connect with it. And now Chaska back up ice. Crosses over the red line. Peterson offside on Chaska with 9:33 left, although I don't think we're going to make it to 9:33. Or the whole 9:33. Eagles need to find another goal here in the next minute or two. Chaska bounces it in. Oh, wait, Wenkus misses, and Peterson tried to fire it in there. Now Unke backhands it up, cross ice, over the red line. Sarrazine trailing, he's got him. Shot over the top, bouncer, and a save by Chaska. Now they bring it back up on the near side from Soper. Now over on the far side, half wall. Now behind the Eden Prairie net. Over to the near side. Back over to Soper behind the Eden Prairie net. Wenkus just shadowing. Goes off the stick of an official. Now Strube picks it up. Up to Sarrazine. Sarrazine over to the center ice. Nice move. Eden Prairie gets it knocked away as Eagles get a shift change with 8:32 left. Rink now able to hold on to it. Holds it into the Chaska zone. Sarrazine tries to pick it up. Now Stubbs pick it up. Oh, they gets it poked away. Dillon has to regroup. Rink sends it back down into the Chaska zone. Dahl chases after it behind the net. Over to the far side. .802 left. We got about 3-4 minutes max. Charlie over cross ice, over to Dahl. Dahl tries to pick it up over on the red line, slaps it into the Chaska zone. Eagles look tired here, late or midway through the third. As Eagles just keep dumping it down behind the Chaska net. Rink tried to hold on to it, he couldn't. And we're going to get an offside on the Eagles. They've been told if they're in trouble, just shove it down there for an offside. Eagles win the draw. They lose it pretty quickly. Now Wenkus picks it up. He's already got 2 today. Now Pravatsky gets it banged away as we got a whole surge of Chaska players now coming. Tibrick circles it around, centers it through the slot, and they just dump it back over to the near side half wall. 7:07. Eagles down by 1. Unke now tries to chop it up. Tibrick there to hold it. Sylvia goes down, loses the puck. Now Pravatsky picks it up at center ice. Oh, he's trying to walk the dog there. He can't hold on to it. And now Eagles put pressure on. 6:43 left. Rink off the boards. He chips it down low. Centered out to the high slot. Berg just battling for it with his stick. He can't connect as he gets it ripped away very crudely by Chaska. Giannetti now into the high slot, to the slot, shot, score. A snipe. And the Eagles go back down by 2 again. With 6:21 left, or 6:20 left, more like 4 minutes left. And now the Eagles really have to fight for it. They need to find what they found at the end of the first. Cross ice by Chaska back into the Eden Prairie zone. Sarazine intercepts a pass. Back to Sarazine again. Sarazine enters the zone. He still holds it. Centered back over to Heller. Heller's shot. Oh, there it is. Rink tries to slap it in. And Chaska clears it out. Dillon now tries to fight it up ice. And we're going to get offside and redo it with 5:35 left. We got about 2 minutes, would be my guess. Eden Prairie now bringing it out. Shot! Bounce by Wenkus. And now Rink back off the ice again as Asa goes off. Now 6-on-5. With an open net, Dillon chases after it. Pulls it down, back behind the net, circles over towards us, tries to bank it up ice. Now Wenkus and Rink. Wenkus fires shot in there, a stick save. Centering pass back out to Dillon. Dillon shot. Again, battle in front. And we get a cover. And a save by Chaska. So we got 6-on-5 for about another minute. The Eagles have to find 2 quickly. Puck back to center ice. And Kozine from Chaska fires it. Tipped, no icing. Dillon picks it up from behind the net. Now Unke from behind. Slings it around to the far side. Rink chases after it. Now he sends it back up ice again. Bird picks it up at the blue line. Toe drag. Shot, save by Chaska. And that is it. Game over. Chaska defeats Eden Prairie 6-4 in a hard-fought battle. And the Eagles fall and go 1-on-1 for the weekend. Charlie and Weston shake hands. They used to be on a team together over at Maid. So a good match by Eden Prairie. They fall to Chaska. But that will do it for now. Brunch with the Squirts here at Eden Prairie Center. So next game looks like it's going to be against Shakopee here probably next weekend. I haven't looked at the schedule, but I believe that's what it is. So until then, we got a couple days of practice. First outdoor ice on Tuesday. And then we'll be back with you again next weekend. So until then, have a good week. Eagles fall 6-4 to Chaska.